We'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then open the floor to questions.
Well, it's definitely good to be back home for sure. Quick turnaround from being in the Bahamas to playing today. Sometimes with scheduling, that's just how it works. And so I was kind of worried about how we would come out from an energy standpoint because we kind of just got in and we didn't have any chance to practice. But we just played 2 great games in the Bahamas. So I just trusted the fact that we would be ready to go. And I thought our players played with maximum effort.
In the Bahamas at your press conference, you talked about not seeing the team buy in.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, and are you starting to see that?
Well, that's going to take a little while. It's going to take for us to be tested. You usually know from being for me, from being married 17 years, you know after you've been tested if you're going to make it, right? So we expect a great test on Thursday with NC State, and we'll see. But I don't expect it to be an overnight thing either. It's just something we're building towards, and that complete buy-in from 1 through 15 just takes time. And so we're going to continue to keep the standard where it is and ask our players to live up to that standard with the hopes that we'll be ready to go. And you'll see what that buy-in looks like on a consistent basis when we hit conference play.
When you were recruiting Sierra, did you expect her as a freshman to come in and play with this much confidence as she's playing with?
Well, yeah, because Sierra is very mature, has played on the national team levels, is not afraid of competition. And we're still trying to get her to think highly of herself more and more often. And so I'm excited about Sierra and what she will do here at Ole Miss. I think she's the future of the program. She embodies everything I want from an Ole Miss player, from humility to work ethic to just being incredibly grateful every time she steps on the floor. And she's passionate and wants to win and wants to be great for the team for us to win. So this is just the beginning, and I'm really excited about having her.
Going up against this NC State team, you've already played 2 high-ranked teams but experienced teams coming from last year in terms of USC and UConn. From those 2 games already, going into an environment that's going to be tough, what are you expecting from your team going against NC State? Which kind of prepares you for later on in March when that time comes in the season?
Well, I definitely just expect us to respond to and show that we are learning. I thought right now with that first half woes, when we play those type teams has been something that we have to improve. And that starts with me. So just looking at film and seeing how I can better prepare our team when they're away from our bench and having to execute offense, because our defense is so good. If we're on defense like 10 times more than we're on offense because we're taking quick shots, that is not what we want. So we have to be more patient and rely on each other more. We're going to be the type of team, no matter who we play, it will be us versus them. It will never just be one person. We don't have a Paige or a Juju that can carry us. We have players that are good in their own right, and they will do good things and help us along. But our magic is in the team. And so that's one thing, just learning how to play with each other, not becoming ISO players, and just being more fluid in our offense is something that we'll work towards.
Can I ask you as well, you say that you had a collection of girls over double digits in points today. When you are talking to recruits, whether that's high school or transfer portal, you had a girl like Star comes in to a program where she's not the scorer like she once was in her other programs. How do you kind of inflict girls with using your game style, how you want to coach and how you want to play on the defensive side of the ball as well, to kind of buy into what they may not have done at previous schools or in high school to what you want to do here?
Well, first of all, I'm very honest with them from the jump. So, I kind of tell them, like, we're a defensive-minded team, and we expect that to allow us to, get easy points on the offensive end. And then the second thing is when they come in, they realize how hard it is because it is a system. It's not something that you pick up right away. It's different than you've done before. And so it takes an incredible amount of sacrifice and toughness and then discipline to be able to do it on a consistent basis. And so I'm just completely transparent with them. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, we have multiple players playing overseas professionally. We have multiple first-round draft picks. We've had multiple players in my tenure make WNBA teams for a stint. And so it works because when you go to the WNBA, you have to be able to play on both ends of the ball. And so they're confident that they get that when they come here at Ole Miss.
Any more questions? Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.